The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has traced 33 illegally acquired public assets valued at 11 billion shillings, even as it extends its pursuit of corruptly acquired wealth into the counties. In its 2021-2022 annual report, the anti-corruption body says assets worth 940 million shillings have already been repossessed and returned to the government. The report also raises concern over corruption in healthcare projects, with 45% of the contractors in the sector alleging that they pay as much as 3 million shillings in bribe when working on a project.
In its annual report covering the financial year 2021-2022, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission gave its scorecard, boasting of success in the war against graft. According to the report, the Commission recovered corruptly acquired assets valued at 940 million shillings. During the period, the Commission filed 17 applications for preservation of assets with an estimated value of 968 million shillings and traced 33 illegally acquired public assets with an estimated value of 11.2 billion shillings. They include irregular allocation of land belonging to the Ministry of Lands in Pangani, valued at 2.5 billion shillings. Cases involving unexplained wealth amassed by former Kiambu County Governor Ferdinand Waititu, estimated to be 1.9 billion shillings. Other assets being pursued by the Commission include unexplained wealth held by Christopher Chepkuto, an engineer in Bomet County, estimated to be 1.1 billion shillings. EACC also filed 24 recovery suits with an estimated value of 7.78 billion shillings during the same period. Among those the agency wants to repossess include unexplained wealth linked to Nicholas Owino, Senior Assistant Director at the Ministry of Lands, whose wealth is valued at 1.2 billion shillings. Benson Muteti Masila, whose wealth is valued at 942 million shillings. Former Muranga County Governor Mwangi Wairia, whose wealth is valued at 542 million shillings. And former Machakos County Executive Member Abanas Wambua, whose wealth is valued at 531 million shillings. The Commission says 457 cases were under investigation. During the period of that, 154 investigation files on corruption and economic crimes were forwarded to the Director of Public Prosecutions for review and action. They include 1.4 billion tender for the provision of drilling services for geothermal wells in Baringo County, the 460 million claims of irregular payments for goods not delivered to various prisons within Nairobi, and 380 million shillings allegation of procurement irregularities in a tender for the annual maintenance contract for Bungoma Automated Revenue Management System. Within the same period, the agency says it averted the possible loss of 4 billion shillings through 25 proactive investigations. Through the probe, the procurement process for on-site support of IFMIS, which could have costed the government 647 million shillings, was suspended. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission also stopped payment of 418 million shillings for the construction of ultra-modern Kisumu County Assembly chambers, and also stopped fraudulent payment of 372 million shillings to various merchants for non-existent projects in Migori County. During the year under review, 60 graft cases were finalized in court, out of which 30 were convictions, 27 acquittals and 3 withdrawals. Those convicted were given an option of paying fines amounting to 9.4 billion shillings, failure to which they will serve custodial sentence of up to 24 years. The Commission, which in conjunction with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, undertook a study to assess the extent of corruption in the health sector in 25 counties, says 86% of health staff acknowledged the prevalence of corruption in the sector. 45% of contractors involved in health projects said the average bribe for a project was 396,000 Kenya shillings, with the highest bribe paid being 3 million Kenya shillings.